Hi guys, they say that a broken clock is right twice a day, and while I don't have a huge amount of respect for ex-Tory Chancellor Nadhim Zahawi, I think he was somewhat wrong about party leader Kemi Badenoch, but right about Reform UK's Nigel Farage. Zahawi told Sophy Ridge here that winning so many council seats may become something of a headache for Farage, this as he struggles to maintain order within a small cohort of MPs. So will Farage's type of management create conflict within Reform UK if they win big?
He's a phenomenal communicator. What he's great at is homing in on, what the pinch points are, where the pain is in the nation, and then articulating, that brilliantly. I think he's less good at offering real solutions, and I think that's where I see Kemi has real potential. The problem.
Okay, sorry, I had to stop it here just for a moment. Kemi Badenoch has real potential in dealing with everyday problems. I understand that he's a conservative, so he has to pump up the leader, but really, Kemi Badenoch is not presenting. Kemi Badenoch is likely to lose significant support and potentially her position as a result of the local elections.
For Kemi, and I remember these elections 4 years ago because we had the vaccine bounce, and I was then coming out of the vaccine minister. Becoming Secretary of State for Education. So it's a high watermark for the Conservative Party, and therefore it's worth, when you do your analysis post-election, as you will do on the hub, to remember that actually what we had was incredible results for the Conservative Party, and therefore it is bound to be a disappointment.
Why? I've never understood this argument. The lowering of expectations. Yeah, we're expected to do badly because, we did really well back in 2021. I understand why that's true, but I don't understand why politicians are pushing it. Surely, if you're doing a really good job, surely if the public are fully behind you and your policies, then you should actually hold on to those seats. Kemi Badenoch keeps talking about how Conservative-run councils are doing really well when Labour councils are doing really badly. So if your councils are doing really well and delivering services at low cost, low taxes, then surely people are going to vote for that, no?
On Friday. I think the difficulty for Nigel is, albeit the Rupert Lowe stuff hasn't really stuck, because no one really knows who Rupert Lowe is. He's done well in Parliament. I think he's probably been one of the newbies, probably best performers in Parliament. I was certainly impressed by him. But that sort of division hasn't really cut through. Countries don't really recognise Rupert Lowe. But I say it's a sort of really sort of double-edged sword, because what Nigel also knows deep down, and you heard it right at the end there, is he doesn't have real capacity in people who've had experience of running local or national government. And if he can't run 5 MPs, how is he going to run 326 MPs? It'd be chaos, right? Out of 5, 20% are, at the moment, taking him to court, if you think about it. So that is going to be his great challenge. He's got no real capacity to lead. But you could tell there he's really paranoid about, gaining power and then having to be accountable to deliver stuff.
And to have a record.
And have a record on delivery, which then will come under scrutiny.
And I agree 100% with Zahawi here. This is going to be a problem for Nigel Farage. If he wins a lot of council seats, he's not running a party in the way that you would normally run a party. You'd have an executive. You'd have the leader elected by the executive or nominated by the executive. So the executive would be the one setting policies. But in Reform UK, there is no real executive. There is Nigel Farage. So Nigel Farage sets the policies. Nigel Farage decides who's hired and fired, at the very high level. There's no vetting process. They've basically admitted that. So you're going to have a lot of councillors come in. These councillors don't know what they're going to do. They have no experience. They don't understand what they're supposed to be doing. And I think it's going to be a situation where you're going to see councillors from Reform trying to work with councillors from other parties. And those parties may be inclined not to work with the Reform councillors. And then what are they going to do? See, they're going to have this problem where they're not going to be able to get anything done, even if they have majorities, because you'll have people who have no experience of running a council suddenly becoming councillors. you're going to have a pretty much hostile environment towards them, because the Conservatives, while on the surface, and we hear rumours about them working with reform, the Conservatives are happy to work with reform at the top level, but I'm not sure how willing they're going to work with reform at the council level. They probably despise these people. And Labour is not going to really work with reform at the council level, unless it benefits the council and unless it benefits Labour. So political parties are not going to be really friendly to Reform UK councillors. They're going to look at them as idiots, and the Reform UK councillors are going to take direction from who? From Nigel Farage. But Farage can't be engaging with every council debate. They can't be on the phone to him saying, Nigel, what should I do here? What should I do there? It would be impractical to do that. So what is the vision of Reform UK at the council level? Because as Farage sort of hinted in another interview, I was highlighted here, if they're not able to deliver, people are going to be angry. People will be hoping that the councils that they've elected will fix the problems that exist within those councils. But Farage is not of the idea of increasing taxes or improving public services. So how is reform going to deliver? What are they going to deliver? So they may win a significant number of seats. People may give the government a bloody nose, may give the Conservatives a bloody nose, and put these people into councils. But do they have the ability to run a council, to work with other parties for the interest of the constituents? And if they do, even if they do, where are they getting their direction from? Is it from Nigel Farage? Are they left on their own? Who's deciding policy? Who's deciding which way the councils are supposed to be run? Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.